keep the gameplay succinct, keep it tight, and make sure those rotations are on point, especially so for Vegas. They're starting on the good side, the early opportunity. If you're Surge, you are already going to be fighting that uphill battle.
Here we go, map number 1. Seattle Surge, Vegas Legion. We're going to the laundromat. Clean socks and undies on the push towards what will be a hit on a P2 for Abuza now. He finds himself that first kill. Geo has been eradicated. Breji now pushing forward as well. Early time for Vegas Legion isn't going to amount to a whole lot as they're being picked apart one by one.
Yeah, Abuza, very clean shot there with the MCW and potentially ahead of the rotation already. Hook keeping Purge at bay. So you're starting on the bad side. That's about as good as it's going to get for the opening break. You see Vegas do fight back on a P1, but that is the overcommitment you have to have because Surge, well, they should have P2 under lock and key. The ticket side, though, left open, so the long-range gunfight's going to start to ring through.
Again, it's going to see who has the smoothest aim, the softest control of recoil at range, and Hook the man up close and personal. Looking to get his 6th kill in a row. There it is, without dying. That's early streaks for Hook.
Yeah, he is the ultimate wild card player. Like in the respawns in this series, Surge for the maps, we have a 3-15 record overall. Hook is one of those players that can absolutely take over. 7-0. He's got the rotation as well. Ticket pushed out. It does not get better than this.
No, absolutely. Hook's going to remain in this position, hold these players from Vegas far away from that point. A perfect 60 is in the making here on P2, and we can slow the gameplay right down, Chance.
I mean, he just gets to hang out. This is right now an easy breeze. You're trying to work through mid if you're on the side of Vegas, but Abuz is there picking you apart. He was able to pick up 3 before he falls, and even though a couple players show up in the kill feed there for Vegas, there is simply nothing you can do. The easiest hill in the game to hold in Surge, well, they get the perfect full 60. Even on rotation, they got players nearby.
Well, that's the spree of Hook now complete. Final 10 seconds on P2 is going to come to a close, and already we're looking towards the back alleyway. That is exactly where Vegas Legion find themselves. Oh, what did Purge do? He didn't fire his weapon in time, and that's going to be a problem. Nero approaches the hard point, eviscerates Hook. We're back to Kyler Garland, incorrectly spelled.
Yeah, and keep in mind if you're on the side of Vegas as well, because Kyler Garland does have that cruise missile. P5 could potentially be a nightmare, so you need to get ahead of the game early on. Make sure you're not going to get punished too hard long term. On the hill, though, Arctidy's very slow. By the time he gets the trophy out, Nero's already flanked. He picked up the 2 keys, and Vegas has flipped those spawns. Everybody going to fall and Surge now going to have to hike across the map. If you want to fight for old, not a fun place to be. If you try to rotate towards new, Vegas have almost everything completely locked out.
Well, you guys know how Skid Row goes. It's going to be a very swift turnaround here. Seattle Surge with a late break, 20 seconds going their way. But as you can see from the scoreline, very easy to turn a match around here on this very dirty, dirty little map. We'll find out how the next hard point goes. It's just a bit of suppressive fire there from Breji to keep these players at bay. Purge on the climb. He and Gio trying to make their way back into the apartments.
Oh, I gotta say, that's a big moment as well for Surge to be able to flip those spawns. Vegas, instead of getting that momentum, end up tossing it away. And right now, just a little bit behind on the pace. Arcidy's cheeky angle over by the God Steps to try to keep these players at bay. And Gio taking his time. They're not even going to deal with it. They're trying to go around through Playground, looking for that avenue. And Arcity as well might have to give up the angle and help out his team around the actual hill.
Fighting forward now. Attached from the back line. This is the contest. Dips a toe, slides it. Never going to be able to take the 2 of them. Good job out Seattle, but Purge with the pinch. He and Nero find the kills. It's going to be the break now from Tunnel. It's only Breji. And the team kills are so easily done here on this side of the map. Close quarters engagement. But at the end of the day, Vegas come out on top.
And Surge not going to fight for that scrap time as well. You had an opportunity maybe if you wanted because you have the cruise missile, but they're playing the safety game. It's going to be a near tied up game in towards new. And I mean, hey, if you don't have to burn the cruise, you could save it for the second P5 of this game if we even get there. But right now, rotation perfect. All 4 players for Seattle grouped up, left side of the map, power position secured. Hook has made his way out towards P2. This is as good as it is going to get for a P5 hold. Surge doing the little things right.
How long can they hold, though? That's the question. Nero punches a hole. Now on the approach, they're flying forward. Abuza doing the best he possibly can. Damage dealt all across the board. Is it enough for Arctides now to stay alive and or find these kills? Gio with a patient play. Here comes the streaks, though. Hook doesn't want to go up this 35 seconds. And he won't have to. Well, he might have to. Purge is going to be in there. That is that. The break is good for Vegas.
That is the Seattle Surge special. You get everybody in the exact right positions, and they just completely drop the ball, use the cruise to absolutely no effect, and Vegas now have the lead in the game. Maybe a nice little moment of momentum to shift to their side. Purge on a 3 spree, and Geo plenty of time to work with to rotate towards New.
Geo finds his 8th kill of the game. A little slower than we saw in the opening series of the tournament against Toronto Ultra. As Attach is keeping the play going at 15-7 now. Over towards P1, we find ourselves once again. Seattle Surge first in, best dressed. Will we be able to get some of these players out? Arsty's keeping the boys safe and sound on the inside of Fire, and it's great work out of Abuza. 2 for him in defeat.
Yeah, big wins there with the MCW. Looking at that player with an AR in hand, it always feels so good. Geo, though, good intel on the rotation, good trigger discipline, but Surge, they just stacked the middle of the map to get this rotation. Surge locked P2 down for a full 60 last time, and they're winning the rotation again. And for Vegas, now the fight's actually taking towards this old time. It looks like they might get it, but maybe not even for a clean full 60. Hook is a menace on the map, annoying them, that constant thorn in their side.
Well, good news for Seattle Surge. You've got all the control of P2 you could want. 15 seconds is going to go away of Vegas this time round, but I'd love to go for a listen in and see how Vegas Legion break the unbreakable.
He's on the white barrels, white barrels.
White barrels? Okay, heard.
Running across. I didn't white barrels though.
Okay, heard. I don't see white barrels at all.
Time, very weak. I'll see that white barrels.
Okay, I don't see him on the
I'll see that white barrels.
He's like,
I need a tunnel. Top 2.
Yeah, no one?
Yeah, okay. He's still top 2. Top 2 is going to kill me. We're going to start the top 2 garage. He just shot out Fortune. He's running in the middle of the map. Yeah, we garage. Yeah, he got me 4. He's on trash now. I trash. That's fine.
Trash that. Trash that.
Nice.
He's a garage, right?
He's on DVDs. I'm with you.
Oh, he's low. Oh, the dumpster.
He's on the god.
He's on shot time. Oh, shot time.
Behind me,
Kill him, Tigger. Where is he?
He's like behind me garage.
I'll see him to get.
Low time,
I think I knew.
He's back P5. We're missing one. We're missing one still though.
Give me top mid. He found Hugh. What? Bottom of DVD. Bottom of DVD.
I don't see anything top mid. DVD is absolute president.
Hop up. That's him. That's him.
Here, we're going to be back out.
I saw a tunnel.
It's brought money done. We're seeing Hugh. Could be laundry.
Bottom garage. He went L2. Come be time. He went L2 Hugh.
Hey, fun fact, it's not actually a full 60. You can only get 59 seconds on a hill, but on both P2s for Surge, it is perfect. 118 of their 200 points come off of that hill, and they're trying to win that rotation towards New. Big moment of the kill feed, though, for Vegas. That is a clean 4 down.
Nero roaming the insides, the apartment. He's let a player through. Attach on the top. It's a good hold from Vegas Legion so far. Going to be able to get back into this one. Nero once again. Prowling brings down Bregi as well. It's a 5 spree. Disgusting work. You got to hit the rotation though as well as Attach now in from behind. Over to the barbershop we're now going to go. And this could very much be the return to form for Vegas.
And with the kills Vegas just got, they're going to be funneled in through the tunnel. Big win there by Geo. If you shut down Hook, things are going to stabilize and get a little bit easier. So much so that they are fighting old with only 8 seconds left. Purge, though, holding the iron, picks up 2 kills, and Surge again are going to be spawning so far away.
Purge might be looking at the end of the spree there, but that's not a problem whatsoever. He's grabbed that time. The scrap now is well overdone. Vegas Legion in full control of the barbershop. They've got a lot of time here and a lot of space to work with. We could be looking at the last hill of the map.
And Attach almost confused. It's 2 players hitting the back. They're going to be taking a deep route, so they're playing the tight setup inside. 2 players for Vegas fending off the rest of the squad from Surge.
Surge trying to send it. Attach with the wall bangs. You can wall bang that one. Attach gets it. Can he get the second? Oh, Abuza's in. It's the Renetti. Can't get any more. The trades are done. Bregi though stays alive. Surge with the break.
Holding on for the moment, and Hook slamming them with the big 2. And Hook might be out on the rotation as well. He gets caught at number 2. Arcedes makes it through, and he wins the gunfight. Now it's over for the battle for scrap, though. The Vegas, they actually chalk it up. 6 wants to rotate, doesn't want to fight for hold, and what a call that might be from Vegas. They get all 4 players set up for the new time.
Set up for the new time and set up for the win. It's going to be an incredibly close finish. Hardpoint is active. Purge is in it.
And again, we had Surge with a full setup like this. They got broken down. Surge now have to break it, but Nero starting it right with the big 2. But the lane is open. Abuza might get through.
Oh, Purge guns him to bed. stays alive. Geo with the coverage, attach from up top. This could be it. Arceus finds one who can't get his. Geo holding the line. Breji from spawn, straight to the hill.
I mean, what can you do? You got to flood in. You're going to run into the kill box, and Geo is going to shut you down. Cannot cross 250 on the game. Vegas win the Skid Row.
Oh, Skid Row, what a cruel and fickle mistress indeed. Is that Captain Price in the front row?
I don't have the accent for it, but it is indeed.
It might be. Well, there we go. Map number 1 in the books. What an unbelievable turn. And that is exactly how Skid Row plays out. Very, very strong holds indeed, and that's what we saw. Kudos to Vegas Legion. Kudos to Surge for the strong start, but you have to finish strong on Skid Row.
I just don't know how many times this year we've seen a team dominate P2 in that fashion and end up losing the game. Typically, the team that wins that hill wins the game. Surge, literally 118 seconds they were able to get. They dominated that rotation. They dominated the hill and still lost the game. You had a cruise missile in the full setup for P5. They get broken down, and this is how Skid Rows end every single time. You need the cruise missiles for those break moments, but Surge, execution in the finest moments like that, they never get it done.
There was a boost and attach, the 2 A's bringing the A game in the damage department in this matchup, but it's not going to amount to too much. If you don't get the time, you're not going to get the win. Highlights here for map number 1, and again, Hook, an absolute menace chance from start. That 7 spree was great. We saw some amazing plays, under the coverage of his teammates, keeping P2 safe. Hook was on an absolute tear, man. Couldn't quite make any more of it, though, in that game.
I mean, Hook, at least again, at the start, that is everything you could possibly ask him for. But then on that rotation in P5, Hook was the player pushed out towards P2, and I didn't quite catch it, but I know that's where the start of the flood and the breakdown came for Vegas, just to be able to pierce the setup. So there's always a give and take to the players of Surge, but I mean, either way, as good as the start was, Vegas just that sort of overwhelming force on Skid Row, outplaying him in the key moments. And even towards the end, like that final rotation, in my head, I'm thinking 24 seconds on the Barbershop Hill, maybe Attach wants to fight for it. That could come into effect. Attach says, nope, I'm chalking it up. I trust my team on that rotation, makes the heads up call, and then obviously Nero, he just starts this final hill, right? Picks up a big 2, gets out of dodge, sets up his teammates for success, and Vegas like a well-oiled machine on one of those money hills at P5 execution, the difference maker in the game.
And P5 and P2 not too dissimilar in their nature. The same area, you're fighting over the same stretch of land, and very much a similar situation to be found there. For the boys of Surge, though, tough scenes. The game flow was very, very good from that P2 in the second set chance. They created a great bit of distance. And after that, a measly 32 points across 3 hills. Tough scenes.
And the interesting thing about this matchup as well is the fact that for the respawns, again, the maps we have in the series, it is a 3-15 record for Surge in all 3 respawns we have, but a 7-1 record in the S&D. So their search and destroy has been fantastic, especially that invasion S&D. If they can get there, that just means they're looking for that one respawn. Skid Row, they had the opportunity. It was the gift right in front of you, but they tossed it away, and that just means that mission to win a respawn and 2 S&Ds gets that much more difficult as we go. Vegas feeling more comfortable now.
More comfortable indeed. We're going to go high rise next, and then we're going to settle in for a very long invasion. 3 back-to-back. Control, Hardpoint, and S&D. Might be looking at Cannon Monster for the end of this series. You never know. But it should be fun, man. We're going to see how the search and destroy goes. Let's see, and how we lean in. Which way are we dressing for the search?
I mean, again, well, for Surge, it's obviously a necessity. It is a map that they might not have a ton of repetitions on, but the record overall is still good. So you're just looking for that sort of S&D pop-off potential. Like we've seen some of these starts that players like Hook have had. He's almost like a kill switch sometimes. When he engages, it feels like he's almost unstoppable, but when he starts to get a little bit mixy, he can get picked apart. But overall, as good as the records have been, you see there mainly an even record for the 2 teams, but we know sort of the story for Surge. Maybe the first bloods are always there, but converting as a team, not as clean. Vegas, the #1 overall when they actually get those man advantages. So be out on the lookout for the first blood fight.
We'll see if this is the end of heartache for Vegas Legion. It has been a cursed chance, it has to be said. Close, but so far, the advantage they had over Toronto Ultra was staggering. Staggering in day 1, but they weren't able to close out. Can they get it going here? Map number 1 goes to Vegas Legion. Map number 2 begins right now.
And Attach able to call out just maybe 1 player on the cross in Purge. That is not where the map actually is. Well, first blood for Seattle, man advantage. We're going to test that conversion rate now for the team.
Nero trying to hold it down alone. No hope in hell. Abuza's going to be there. Geo playing very patiently. Sit atop the Blackhawk. He's not going to move. He's going to let Abuza make his way downtown. And Hook, hey, it snaps. And Seattle Surge gifted the first blood. They'll take the win regardless.
There is nothing more tilting than the start of the round. I mean, this is true in ranked play, let alone on an elimination match at the pro level when your team just jumps off the map. It's a heartbreaker. Rookie mistakes there, and Hook taking full advantage. There's a man down, and he just exists somehow in your spawn. Playing against Hook is like playing against an apparition. You never know where he's going to be.
One cannot predict the unpredictable with Kyler Garland. A force to be reckoned with, a multi-game champion. And now the carrier of the bomb. One bomb to rule them all. One bomb to bind them. And one bomb in the bottom of this map. Hopefully the other team doesn't find him.
Well, two players on the cross. There's a bullet fired, so they might have spotted Nero down low, but now you're working for some jump up spots, seeing if Nero wants to overcommit. Stun for the intel, barrel might explode, but that is just going to slow the pace of the round down. In the meantime, Attach able to snip out and find that first blood from the power position. He's over by elevators, locking it down.
We were looking towards that A-bomb site, but Geo's got great coverage here. There's another player lying prone by the bomb. That's going to be Purge, and the smoke was enough to rustle their jimmies. Attach on the outside, cleaned up. Arcees gets his.
And that smoke is perfect, too. That is the distraction. Gets a couple players to wrap over, and now you even up the odds. 35 seconds, but that's the propane tank, and Hook wins the big one. Another strong start from Kyler.
Arcees can't get away with his life, and his teammate loses the fight as well, so the round explodes. As Vegas Legion tied up.
Not prepared for the flank in that moment. I like the activity there from Vegas as well. The smoke comes out, and a couple players from Vegas sort of fall towards the bait, but once they see nobody's home in the smoke, they just continue to push through. Nice aggressive play call, nice bounce back round, and again, credit to Attach for the first bloods. Vegas, their #1 conversion rate in the game throughout the stage. They maintain it.
See if they can keep it all going. Cool focus across the players' faces as they dial into round number 3. Nero with the bomb. Not a whole lot of love towards the A-bomb site in the tournament so far, let alone in the matchups at Chance Knife Cast.
And I always love the adjustments teams make. Purge this time mixing things up, staying on the map, underground even so, away from the edges. Now trying to clear out the site, maybe a little bit worried about the jump up, feels the presence of Hook and not making his move just yet.
That got a chuckle out of me. Hook's got control of the bomb site, Breji and Abuza on that B streak. So lovely setup right now for Surge. Not going to let anyone get near that side of the map. Can you creep in? Purge. He creeps in. Nero. Nothing quite about it. Can't get the kill, and he's going to chase it. Breji stays alive. Abuza gets 2. Seattle Surge are smiling. They take the lead.
Big wins there out of the old duo. That chem between Abuza and Breji making their guest appearance in that round. Nero thirsty on that red dot chase, and frankly, lived a lot longer than I thought he was going to, but the coverage on point. And of course, RCD's on the flip side of the map holding that iron, but Abuza showing off the goods, protecting his boy. A big 2 in that round.
Can they start to string something together for Seattle Surge? You want to see this team get momentum. They've had such a tough run of MW3 so far. Is this going to be the event where all their frowns are turned upside down? Well, Abuza hoping to get it done with a frag grenade out there. Nero might be the recipient of that, but it's not going to connect. Breji and Hook down low.
Yeah, you see spotted out nothing on the cross as well, so a little bit more free to at least jump to check up on the B site. But obviously you've got Nero posted in the corner, and Purge, unfortunate for him. The propane tank always has a fantastic KD. Technically, Geo got the kill, but it's just the presence, which is unfortunate. Hook, by the way, is doing this with the bomb in hand.
All the way. Oh man, he's gone the deepest he could possibly go. He does have Breji to back him up. Geo on the far side, Attach spotted out. Hey, why not, dude? Yeah. Why not? Hook takes the shots at great range, as does Breji. Arcees, can he close the round out? No, but Nero doing the best he can to stay alive. They took the very much the scenic route. Seattle Surge, string 2 back-to-back.
Yeah, those are the types of gunfights I would never even think to take if I had a rival 9, but Hook, as many pros are, simply built different with that gun in hand. And that's also 2 different rounds where it has just been an unfortunate first blood that gets given up. And Surge, by the way, they are taking full advantage of that moment. 3-1 lead. The execution has been perfect after the first bloods fall into their lap.
2 straight. Can Surge make it a third? Vegas has gone a little quiet here. Opening exchange. He's going to see Hook get himself across to the A-bomb site there on defense. 2-2 split right now for Surge. We're committing to the street. And it's a lot of noise. It's a lot of gunfire. And Breji somehow staying alive. Hook moving in a position in the middle of the map. The pinch could come any second. Damn.
Big window out of Purge. Doesn't get first blood at this time, but he does get traded out. Breji aggressive down low with the MCW. Now he's the thorn in their side. Chio's position now is going to be known. RC shooting him from range. And this is the situation. A player's underground behind you. Breji, though, doesn't even throw a shoulder. Sprints straight into death, and Attach gives you that man advantage.
Gio. He's in trouble. It's a 3v2, and that bomb's going down. Uh-oh, Abuza causing problems now. Makes it a 2v2. Lovely shots onto Nero. RC should clean up. He gets it. All down to Attach now in the 2v1.
And the last time they saw him was deep in the spawn, so they might be chasing Ghost. Abuza looking for the spawners, and Attach, he's taking the free kill before going towards bomb.
RC saw the damage is dealt. Attach is have to back up. He's got to bring him down before he gets the defuse. 20 to go.
When you need him most, Attach is the guy that always steps up to the plate. The bomb is clear, and the movement is cleaner, and the gunny is at its absolute finest. Dylan Attach, even when you catch him off guard in a 1v1, he can do no wrong.
Let's get that replay. ASAP, Attach with a big one. Abuza, the sacrificial lamb. RC's with the damage, and Attach, again, unaware at this point. What a win with the Renetti.
And that is just the sickest movement in that moment, because RCDs was hitting the hop-up. RCDs actually makes the perfect play to read him. If he doesn't dish out with that side and jump down, well, RCDs gets it for free, and RCDs might have had the drop on him, but Attach brought the strap, and that is just to keep his team in this game. Make no mistake, Seattle Surge, they do still have the lead.
Purge getting aggro. I do believe he's got a teammate with him, so down low. Howdy, Hook, that's a problem. The trades are there from Breji. He will get away with his life, but it's a 3v3, and you've just made the bomb carrier second guess the push to 8.
Yeah, Hook caught YYing in that moment, caught off guard, and now you can see that presence. Surge is going to stop in their tracks, haven't moved to push past blue. They were waiting for a read, Chow, but Vegas have given away nothing, and, well, Attach has found the route. He is deep in the spawn, and not a single player on Surge has turned for it. Attach is going to find the freest kill, and that's bomb down.
Bomb down as well. They're going to turn those arrows. RC's and Abuza once again. This time, he will not be fooled. 2v2. Bomb down in the middle of the map. 35 on the clock.
Can't believe Attach made that read. Can't believe Abuza got that kill. A lot of crazy things going on, including this flank where RCD's going to be able to spot 2. His teammates are going to call up top form if they're spectating, and doesn't want the gunfight, wants to play it smart. Gio, 22 seconds left. He's got a lot of work to do.
He has the highest of high ground he could possibly find here on the map, and he's doing the best he can. 15 seconds on it. Oh, he's schmoving. The bomb's going to be going down. He has nothing left to throw at this but his MCW. He could be gifted with fantastic timing. He could be gifted with Gunny. We're about to find out what happens. There's the Chow. A worthy attempt, but not enough. Seattle Surge, another round to their name, 4-2.
Shout out to the tight setup, and credit to RCDs for making that play. Attach is making one flank. Well, RCDs has one of his own. Bomb down in the final kill of the round. Timing ends up panning out perfectly. There's a lot of deep routes being taken. A couple players on both sides right now getting caught off guard, but Surge execution when they're getting these man advantages haven't let one slip away yet.
Attacking round for Vegas Legion. It's been close but no cigar in many of these moments. I'll be damaged, a bit of range there. I'm talking about how players use the MCW like a sniper rifle. That's as close as you're going to get.
I'll give you the old college try, and, well, now RCDs is going to be spotted in the back window. Purge might want to go hunting. Abuza tagged up on the cross, and there you got the double team. Chow coming through to take down RCDs. Man advantage now for Vegas. They're going to get the bomb down at A. It's a rarity, but now we get to test their ability to hold.
Yeah, full takeover there from Vegas. Breji and Hook now. Poles apart on the map. Let's find out how they play in the terms of chemistry. They've got to find all 3 members of Vegas Legion and defuse the bomb in 33 seconds.
And so far, they've got no intel. Nero going to be the first one to engage. He's going against 2. Breji doesn't quite have the angle, and, well, too many corners to check. Hook last man standing for the 1v3. Only 20 seconds to work with. He's going to have to gun both of these players.
Give the best he could. But Attach holds firm as Vegas find the attacking round after a nice post-plant position, 4-3.
And make no mistake, we've seen Hook's gun skill at range, so Attach gonna hit him with the old one pump, make sure he guarantees that fight, because you slip up against Hook, he will absolutely make you pay. But that is nice play call. They had the extra information, make the aggressive call to go straight towards that A site, get RCDs out of the window before they get the bomb down, and no time wasted. Once they had the pressure on the map, they make the heads-up play call. Still, though, for Vegas, down around. Surge want to keep running it up. Their offenses have been successful. Looking for another one here.
Yeah, one round differential is nothing too crazy. Surge still trying to play from the advantage they picked up earlier. Over towards A, that bomb's gone. You might be able to transition down low, and that's going to be on Geo in a moment. RC's first blood. You'll take that over by the B side of the map, and that's definitely going to inform the decision for the bomb carriers. Now, Nero checks it, runs into a bit of trouble. There's a ton of Seattleians down there. Oh dear, Purge now in a 1v4.
Yeah, RCD's picking up extra kills as well. He is feasted on this map, and I think he gets the final one as well. 3-kill round right there out of the old two-time world champ in RCDs. And again, that first blood extra key. You see 8-4 as well. RCDs has more than made up for that 1v1 he had against Attach earlier. Now the question is, are you a believer in the 5-3 curse?
5-3. Ugh. This is it. Can you close out now, Seattle? It'll be a defensive round for them. Vegas still, how many tricks in the playbook? What can the young lads bring?
Oh, they're going to need to bring something here, by the way, just to highlight the importance of how close that first map was. Vegas could be staring down the barrel of two very difficult maps, but this one isn't done yet. Looking to clutch up. You see Boozer spotting players out on the cross. Full sent it down mid. Still alive until a trade comes through. Attach finds the first blood, but Purge is going to fall. So both teams getting this information, but Surge right now stacking this B street. And Nero not yet comfortable enough to plant the bomb because his teammates opposite side of the map. He's by his lonesome. A big responsibility on his hands, and RC still a difficult kill on the map.
It's the battle of the bulge right now for Nero. He's punched through the Seattle lines, but really unable to make too much happen. There's the plant. Geo, nearly gifted a freebie onto Arstees there, but he's going to hold this line now. The retake is on.
And so much pressure on Nero in this moment, and he gets the kill as well. If he falls, his teammates were nowhere near the site, but now he's able to slow things down, and Hook on one of the map, Arcees on the other. It is a pinch working around A.
Arcees has gone the long way around. Great timing. Pressure now on for Attach. No, Arcees, he's on that pinch, guns them both, and that's the search. I do not believe it. Great work out of Seattle Surge. They hold true on the 5-3 scoreline. We now find ourselves at 1-1 in the series.
No curse there, and RCD's playing out of his mind as well. Finishes that game on a 5 spree, and that is a hell of a play call as well. Nice little 2v3 clutch there from him and Hook, and more importantly for Surge, just taking advantage of some of those early rounds, literally from the jump. Purge jumps straight off the map. Surge take advantage of that first blood when the propane tank explodes, as it is privy to do. They take advantage of that round as well. So Seattle, as is expected in the Search and Destroy, they take care of business. A nice little bounce back in the series.
10-4 from RC's, lovely damage as well. Elite work from Abuza there in the damage department. And I must admit, Attach man absolutely working overtime. 2K to his name there. Only 8 kills in the end was not enough, but 6-3 scoreline. Very happy to see that for Seattle. They've had such a tough year. And this is looking like an exciting series regardless. Now though, folks, we say goodbye to the rest of the maps in the game, and we say hidely ho to Invasion.
And again, this is a scary sight now for the side of Vegas. That Invasion S&D, we saw how the first Search and Destroy win. Well, Invasion is their bread and butter, so Vegas maybe not wanting to get there. They got to get it done in the respawns, but if map 1 was an educational experience, Surge, they're knocking on the devil's door.
Still knocking on the devil's door. We'll wait to find out if he replies. We'll find out if he replies after this break. We're going to play Invasion back to close the series out, as we're all tied up 1-1 here at Major 2. Seattle Surge, the Las Vegas Legion. When we come back, Invasion Control.
Upgrade your game with a Scuff.
Save $30 on the official CDL collection at scuf.co/CDL.
Get better with the SCUF, the first performance gaming controller. Visit scuf.co/CDL to change your game. The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the CDL.
What's up, everybody? Blaze here at Major 2, the Miami Open, hosted by Heretics. Now, where am I? I'm at the Passion Pit. This is COD Challengers, the path to pro. You want to make it on the main stage? You gotta go through these guys. We had 68 teams this weekend playing for $100,000, but even more than the money, playing to possibly get their chance to be on a professional roster. Now, if you want to watch this broadcast, it's going down on YouTube at COD Challengers Saturday at 1:30 Eastern Time and Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. You don't want to miss out on none of that action. I'll see you there.
Coming at you live from the Passion Pit, and it's still raging here in the side of the arena we're in. It's a lot of fun. Again, don't forget you can check out the challenges matches Saturday and Sunday. For now, we are weeding through to find out who the best of the rest are. Myself and Chance now joining you once again. We're ready to rock and roll almost into map number 3. We start our three-peat of Invasion here in the series. And what did you say in the break there, Chance? Do you think this could be a big Seattle win?
I said a lot of things, and yes, I think as far as like if you need a respawn victory, I think Invasion Control is actually a fantastic map for you. It is a defensive shootout. You're looking for that one big sort of pop-off moment on the offensive rounds, and we know Seattle Surge, they have the firepower for those pop-off moments as well. So if you're looking for the one respawn to force a Game 5, Invasion Control might be the map to do it.
Might be the map to do it. Well, we've got a little bit of ways to go. It's only 1-1 in the series so far. Good job then from Legion on that first map. Of course, the Search and Destroy all Seattle Surge. Control, though, an entirely different kettle of fish. And Chance, who's putting fish in a kettle?
Is this a philosophical question?
I don't know, man.
That's a big one. I got to think on that. I don't have many experiences with kettles. I'm a young American. We don't have too many of those over here. But again, if you're looking at the statistics, there is one thing and one thing only you should notice, that on the defensive end, Vegas have been the best in the game. But both of these teams being the bottom of the offensive rounds, that is the opportunity, I'd say, for Surge to find that one moment of making some play over towards A, or on the defensive end, just slamming them and giving up no ticks at all, even on the B zone. You see Vegas, they want to keep things standard. They want to go for B straight away. Purge has the intel, 2 on the cross, and hey, Purge has basically seen the entire team.
He's seen enough. He's seen too much. And Brezzy, though, will be the man to get the first blood. You're on A already with a... No, actually, you're not. For a moment there, I thought we might be able to see it, but Vegas, they're trying to get themselves in there. B is going to be slowly captured now. Single man on it. It's going to be Geo, as we are jostling for position more than anything right now.
Well, you're just seeing the value of Purge on the minimap right now. It takes 3 players effectively roaming over towards this A zone to make sure nothing crazy gets away. And even though Attach gets caught, Geo and, of course, his teammate right now, Nero, around this B zone, they've at least stopped the clock. The slow progress is continuing. No trophies, though, so they are going to get back down. And Surge jumping straight on it right now, getting so many of these kills. Geo can't be comfortable just yet. You have Surge maybe setting up on the defensive end. Arcee is in your spawn. A delicate moment. If the players right now on Vegas fall, they could end up in the dagger spawn trap, but it looks, by the looks of it, a nice little Kobe there from Nero. Well, they make it right out.
Yeah, Geo, lovely movement, great awareness, keeping the play going. Attach and Nero getting the captures done here, and that's going to be B done. So a minute 51 to play, 23 lives either side. And Purge once again doing all the dirty work right now for the team. Hook making him pay for it there with a very large explosion, a series of automobiles that go boom. The shots at range is now all down to A for Seattle Surge on defense.
Yes, Vegas have done the standard. Now they're going to be looking for something just a little bit extra. Geo, the player over by the bridge, going to be scouting for information to feed towards his teammates. A triple hit right now through this B street. So many players swarming around the top right side of the minimap. Geo's only calling out players around AS&D and Cafe. And, well, on the flank, you see the kill feed. Nice little 3 wipe there from Surge. And you can see they're counting players as well. That is a lot of people surrounding Nero. A good stun, not quite the gunny, but eventually they take him down.
The war for Rugs is over. The war for the A Street is about to begin. Boozer trying to push that front line back once again. Everyone from Vegas now has to meticulously make their way across these close quarter battles. They're going to be fighting all across Invasion. Purge once again right back to it over here by the bridge. Long line of sight, trying to pass information, looking for any opportunity. Can you punch a hole, Nero? Try and do it again.
Well, there's an extra kill. A couple openings on the map. A couple players making it through mid as well. On the cross, you see Abuza worried about getting shot in the back, but attaches there for 1 trade, but he's going to need just a few more. He's working with Purge right next to this A zone, but 3 players for Seattle nearby on the defense. So far, Surge keeping things nice and under control.
Yeah, Purge really needed that 2-piece to really get the play going. Hook clearing up. Clean up, done. Squeaky clean, 99.99% of germs and Vegas Legion players cleaned out of that side of the map. That should be the round.
And there's a big announcement too. Arcee's going on the 5 spree. He's just looking for number 16. He can't quite get it. Purge making the heads up play off respawn to take the deep route. That is officially the most standard round of Invasion imaginable. The team on offense, well, they get 3 ticks, but no Moss. And if you're in Vegas, you have the best record on the defensive round. I would go for the opportunity. You're trying to set up the full spawn trap and give away no ticks on either site. You want to keep the B zone secure as well. That might be the route to set yourselves apart.
And that's when it comes down to eliminations. Who's got the highest amount of kills? Who's managed to burn through the most enemy lives? We'll find out what happens in this round in a brief mo. We're going to see if Seattle Surge can get some zones captured. That would be ideal for them. We are sending it 2-2 down the map, 2 to A, 2 to B.
And maybe an interesting look, too, because Brescia's playing around mid-map as well. They're waiting for maybe some kills to fall into their lap and then jump after that. Almost playing a round of an S&D over by Cafe. And you see Vegas getting a bit aggressive as well. Now RC's and Hook going for the chows. Hook's able to pick up 2. This could be the break towards the A zone.
Oh dear, is as you called. Ooh, killing plays! Purge now able to push on out, getting on towards Astes. The slow cap on A, it's not going to last much longer. Geo cleans house. Brescia trying to move forward, plug the holes under the watch of Abuza. It's not going to be enough.
And you have the opportunity to go towards A, but now because you lose those fights, this is Vegas's opportunity now to not give away ticks on either zone.
Abuza finding his way through the middle of the map. The defensive line of Vegas Legion still holding. It's getting a little shaky. They're not trying to let anything through. Gio has to double back. Abuza runs him down. 50 seconds to go. Purge with a perfect push at that right time. Arcity's taken care of by Nero. An opportunity still.
They can't win gunfights anywhere. They are struggling, and now it might be the full commitment or maybe half commitment. Hook's not even played towards his teammates over by B. Hook's looking for an individual play, and his teammates are losing the gunfights on the other side of the map. If you can't find an opening, you are running out of time, and you are getting gunned down.
Could be another one here. Less than 20 to go, and Brescia's in the wrong part of town. Wide open in the middle of the street. Attach is going to be able to get it any more from the spawn. They're all lined up on him. Attach. This is damage dealt. This is just burning the clock, and he's got a nade there as well. Oh, his teammates should be able to push on through and hopefully clean up these kills. The final 10. Is Abuza going to be able to get on the zone? No. Oh, Attach on a 5, looking for streaks.
And that is the type of round that might just decide the game. You had a nearly perfect opening break there from Seattle. Hook picks up 2. You get Arcides to the point, and then Hook gets gunned to bed by Purge, and the round collapses after that. We were watching that player in Ice Cream. You had a 26-17 in the life count. There was a long stretch where nobody on Vegas died, keeping everything secured. And Seattle simply biting off more than they could chew. They are massively disadvantaged now. And if I'm Attach, honestly, I care so much more about this cruise missile, almost more than I care about the round. You can play for it. So you got that 3-tick advantage. You're feeling very comfy now in this game.
Oh, Brescia. What a delightful first blood. There we go. Oh, it was so close. Cruz secured. Spree finished. No problem. That's the war one as far as we're concerned for Attach. 14-5. What a go of it he's making. But this time we've got an open A. And Purge is in.
Oh, this is incredibly problematic as well. He's got 2 players watching over him on the cross, and while they're picking up all the kills, bad news, no trophy, but the nades aren't running in just yet. Attach looking to stack 2 players on the point. The tick on A is going to go through. The kills, though, fall as well. Arcides running straight into the eyes of Purge. He's on a 5. You got the extra tick on A, and Surge cannot buy a kill.
Yeah, the trophy system's going to keep that A hole safe, and now the second segment of A is on the way out. Oh my God, we could be saying goodbye to this zone. Purge, hold it down. You may get the zone. You may get streaks as well. Arcides on the outside, not willing to commit until the last possible second. No problem. It's a 5 for Nero as well.
And I tell you, if there was a surrender button, Surge almost might want to just hit it in this moment, especially if Nero can get this extra kill.
Oh.
He's got the bait for it. Purge doesn't want to hand it away. They're keeping the pressure up in the kills column, and the flanks are going to be rolling through. A tight spawn there from Seattle, but right now Vegas, they're going hunting, and Nero is not missing.
That's it. That's streaks. It's streaks for Purge as well. A double dose of cruise missiles here in this game of Control. 3. My good God. Purge still alive. Finally, Abuza brings him down, and there we go. Over to B. A very difficult position to be in right now for Seattle.
I mean, I don't think Nero's even died on this round. I think he might have gotten Kobe'd by Brescia. The storm since then, he has been nothing but perfection. Giving the hands there to Hook, and he's still keeping the pressure on the spawn. Players on Surge looking every direction. Arcides gets caught with his pants down, and now you get the break towards the B zone.
Oh, and he's looking at number 10 as well. Play it safe. Oh, well played from Hook. Awkward gunfight to be in as Nero now flying into it. My God, the absolute carnage on the inside of these tight buildings. No one able to quite get close enough to the zone to start the capture. But right now, you're not too worried. Vegas are winning in the kills department as well. 1 minute to play.
You just need one player to stop the clock, and Attach is trying to be that guy. Player in DVD Alley, but he's got plenty of reinforcements to back him up. And, well, the nades rolling through, a flank through Dark. Attach looking every direction. He's the last man standing, and there's nowhere to go. That is a clean moment there from Seattle. Still, though, at least one tick is flown through. 45 seconds left in this round. And they're calling it a cruise. If you got 3, might as well.
You might as well. Bang. Connects. Arsty's eliminated. If they can take care of Breji, which they have, that's an opportunity to maybe get towards the zone. Hook has got to go gargantuan in the next 30 seconds to slow these players down. Oh my God, they're just calling an orbital airstrike on him. He's gone. 25. Abuza trying to cut him off. Can't get it done. Onto the zone, and it might be a 3-man stack. It might be enough. Vegas, hold on. Halfway through B we go. Arsty's brings down 1. Still 2 members on it. It's a 3-man now. The zone is evaporating. No one there to get it. Seattle send it, but it's not enough. Vegas, under the coverage of the Cruise, steal the round.
Yeah, I mean, you have 3 to work with as well, so you could chalk 1 up. You basically need 1 for defense. If you get 2, it's great, so why not have fun with them? That is the type of round that can basically just guarantee you the victory. As soon as they capture the A zone, it feels like it's going to be just nice and secure. But Nero in that moment, again, he just had a 2-minute long stretch where he was virtually untouchable. And now for Vegas, you got 2 cruise missiles, and you have to win a defensive round of invasion control. The easiest sentence of all time.
I was going to say, didn't that sound so simple? Well, we'll find out if Seattle have got any dirty tricks up their sleeve. Some surprises to throw the way of Vegas Legion, because so far, the odds are good. Abuza on the slow capture. Nero playing his life very quietly, but it's not going to be enough. Hook hears him and deals with it. Slow cap, 1 segment at B done, and Hook's still going.
Oh, they're going to go for the early investment as well. How many kills can he get with it, if any at all? Not good on the curve there, so that's 1 cruise missile out of the way. It does absolutely nothing except maybe give Purge time to flank. But he's not going to get there in time. The B zone's gone. Extra minute to the clock, and, well, at least Purge is picking up the kills. 2 players from Surge going to be spawning Palace, and, well, they got a long way to go.
Nero still has his cruise missile. You were just saying, Ian, how easy it is to win a defensive round with 2 cruisers in the back pocket. Gio's going to do what he can from this front right-hand side of the map, but Surge are finding the angles, they're finding the openings, and they are creeping through. Gio hold it down, middle of the map, looking all Vegas as well.
Yeah, invasion defense so strong, a caster curse can't even ruin it. Gio in prime position. You got Nero over by B control. They got a nice little handle on the map so far, and now you got roamers as well for Vegas. And with the pace this slow, they're going to be able to think it through. 2 players right now, Purge and Nero, just trying to slow him down as much as he can.
Slow things right down. Slammed. Nero, somehow, with a hot hand he has had, has just fallen prey to Breji in a simple drop shot. Hook through the middle of the map. Eyes on anything and anyone. The comms have got to be so clear right now as Gio. He's still alive and kicking, still a problem. He has been traded, so an opening now for Surge.
And Gio over aggressive, so he gets caught. So, well, the close spawn doesn't come through, but you have a quicker route to actually get to this zone. Breji behind enemy lines, and Vegas, a couple players are falling. So this is a mixing moment where the chaos, well, it makes you second guess, but as Breji falls, Vegas stabilize. And even though the A streak got opened up, Surge not able to take advantage.
Looking for that building-to-building gunfight. No one from Surge home right now. Can they punch their way through the front? The spawns there for Vegas Legion will still be an issue. Purge, no problem. Nearly gets the pair. Hook heavily damaged in that engagement. He has to slow down now.
Well, he's got whatever gun he wants in this moment. Rival in one hand, MCW in the other, waiting for the kills to fall in his lap. Except Took, there is no waiting, straight in, and Gio gets caught looking towards his teammate. Good news is Purge is there to pick him up, and now RCD as well. Nothing you can do in that moment. The cruise missile, just the stamp on the game.
The stamp flattens the middle of the map, flattens the park, and flattens the hopes for Seattle Surge here in the game of control. Vegas Legion living up to the defensive line. The stats did not lie. These boys held it down. And with that, they take the lead in the series.
And Surge's quest to win a respawn against Vegas is going to continue. Going to be forced to do it in the hard point, but obviously see Vegas maybe a little bit tired, a little bit sleepy when it came to that map 1, but they've certainly woken up now.
We'll find out what Seattle Surge are made of here. You're going to have to impart some serious words to the squad. Keep spirits high, keep morale up, keep them rolling through. They've shown promise in the series so far. And Vegas have shown such promise in the tournament so far. Again, that matchup against Toronto still very fresh in our memories, and certainly fresh in theirs, because they are looking strong indeed. 2-1. It's match point. and the death knell for Seattle Surge if they can't win this Invasion hardpoint.
Again, fearful though for both of these teams because Vegas really do not want to see that game 5, but that is just truly the Invasion special. You had one quality moment for Seattle on an attacking round where they actually got the kills, got the opportunity to move towards A, and realistically, you're happy if you just get a single tick. They drop the ball, lose some key gunfights, can't secure that, and that's the round where they get daggered. You lose the map pressure, Vegas have time to swarm and even push out up over towards B, and once you get suffocated in a round like that, well, it is going to be a decisive one long term.
Eyes on highlights while we talk over the final moments of the Invasion Control, our first in this Invasion trilogy towards the end of the series. We'll see if the boys of Seattle Surge can bounce back here. But Chance, one thing that I want to bring up again, Attach has had such an amazing performance in this qualifier up until Major 2. He has looked so solid in nearly every single Respawn game. This one, absolutely no different. 4K plus damage, has still put up a great banner work in the kill feed.
He has truly been one of the best players in the game. I'd say almost unequivocally throughout this stage. His numbers across all game modes have been fantastic. He's a playmaker. He's clutch when you need him to be. I know to actually get that title, you're going to need to see some more wins, but this is definitely a team to be feared long term. They got to get past Surge here, but if they do, it could be the start of a decent losers bracket run. I mean, they're almost like firmly in the 5th spot over. Yeah. Of course, execution on LAN is a different story. 2 fresh faces to the CDL. Not a massive amount of LAN experience, certainly not on the main stage. Hero and Attach trying to buffer them up just a little bit, but outside of, again, maybe 1 or 2 very small moments, Vegas have looked clean.
Vegas looking clean. If they can keep it going, they walk along into the tournament, continuing onwards in that lower bracket. Pressure now on for Seattle Surge. This is it. Been a really, really rough qualifier 2 was tough, qualifier 1 was tough. Team change is not helping them out. They still need some more time to really find their groove. That 6-3 on High Rise was a very promising show. I mean, there was only, what, 3, maximum 4 rounds where they looked really strong for Vegas side. Otherwise, all Seattle. If they could find the Invasion hardpoint, we go to that search for the final game, and God knows what happens then. That's when Seattle could find a big comeback. We'll see, though. Invasion hardpoint first. What you dressing, brother? Again, you keep talking about the Respawn victory for Seattle. Is it here? It has to be. Otherwise, the series is over.
Yeah, a 3-15 record on the 3 maps we have for Respawn for Seattle. Obviously, that is now 3-17 with the 2 losses that they have. So again, the odds certainly not stacked in their favor. But if they do, that is the big question. Invasion, still a nearly perfect record for the squad in the Game 5s. You got to be on the lookout for them. So Vegas, again, also feeling the pressure. Could potentially be the map that decides the series in either direction.
Oh yes. What a story for Vegas as well, for the Vegas Legion roster, for the organization. I mean, this has been the most promising roster they've had for a long time, the most promising position they've found themselves in, winner's bracket, albeit against Toronto Ultra. But they've put up a great show so far. If they can keep it going, it is a historic run for the organization. And now for Seattle Surge, it's the revival, it's the comeback, it's the rebirth. Can they get it done on Invasion? Force the Game 5.
And look, you had for map 1, Seattle Surge spawning into the bad side of Skid Row, and it was still a perfect opening break where Hoop goes 7-0, gets a cruise missile, start to dominate. Similar story that we had on quite a few of these maps where the opening breaks for Surge have been very strong. So the game plan on that front has been on point. If you get a strong opening break, when you're spawning on the better side, setting yourselves up, Surge, an opportunity early. Invasion, not the craziest lopsided map when it comes to the good side, bad side, but if it's a little advantage that you could try to get, you want to milk it for all it's got. And again, the opening breaks for Surge, they have been clean.
Oh, so clean, man. I mean, whether it was the stun to assist on the other side of the building, you name it, man. They had it all going there. Hook Spree, though, is done. We're going to see that hardpoint only have a single second earned from it, and that's Seattle Surge get the job done. Arsty's now with the pressure on the point. There's the teamwork from Vegas, 3 in the feed, and now they push out.
Yeah, Seattle Surge got 3 out of the 4 kills off the opening break and converted it into being down 2 seconds. You still have that rotation over towards P2, but right now for Vegas, you can keep things a little bit slow, see if the kills flow your way. Final 12 seconds, rather, they're going to collect, and a little bit of time to try to set yourselves up There's not a single trophy right now on this hill. I don't know how many stuns and nades that Vegas have left, but at least off respawn, Altach will have a couple.
We're going to find out real quick, but the trophies are on their way because the production and the elimination categories have been solid. There's the pinch. The spawn awareness not necessarily there for the boys of Surge, and you're in a bit of trouble now. Still no trophies in play. Arsty says he's going to spawn right behind these boys. He's going to make his way into the feed and hopefully get back to the hard point.
And this is an interesting moment for Seattle because the PAL spawns get left open, but they don't actually get any of that time. Now you're trying to get Purge off the hill. RCD sliding in first, able to pick up the first. Certainly has a little bit of coverage from his teammates.
Okay.
And able to get the second as well. Can he get the trades? Yes, Breggy is there. And he get Vegas off the time and Seattle. Well, they should have that rotation in P3. Granted, the rotation they had at P2 didn't really net them any time, but at least they're winning the rotation battle.
Gio's going to soak up as much of his final time as he possibly can. His teammates are all around him. No one there from Paris or Vegas. I did it. Maven. Word to
You're
Maven.
fired.
I'm fired. Word to Vegas. As no one is near that new hard point. That's all going to be Seattle for now.
And hey, you don't get any time on P2, but this is a much easier hill to lock down, and you are there so far in advance. Vegas absurdly far away from actually getting this rotation, so a stronghold here for Seattle, and they might even just take the lead.
See if they can do it. Arsty's keeping him back through the middle of the map. Over to Purge, trying to find his opening, and it's not going to be there. Once again, Seattle Surge finding the kills, and look at that time, soaking it, running it up. Breggy cuts out 2. Oh, I can't believe he got the pair. 30 to go here on the hard point, and it should be Seattle's.
Oh yeah, he's running it down as well. Off spawn, challenge like that, getting the big kills, and yet the lead is going to flow their direction, and more long-term good news for Seattle. If you're talking about staying ahead of the game, they want the right side spawns for the P4 hill as well.
Damn.
And they're getting all the kills. Arceus here's a double kill. He's on a 5 spree, can go for that cruise as well. Just gets caught running down the A street, so no cruise, but at least you got the right side spawns.
Hey man, these things happen. It's just the way it goes. A solid lead right now from Seattle Surge after a very productive P3. Over to a very difficult hard point to find any time when the Vegas Legion are doing their very best to do so. Smack bang in the middle of the map, the park. Not a fun place to be, but right now, not a terrible place to be as Vegas are holding it down.
Well, you have Surge working like, what, up the angles of the street? Only one player's actually gotten towards the tank, but who gave him pick up 2? RCD's in the actual power position, and Surge at least get Vegas out of the time. Big question about whether or not you can collect any yourself. It is so many square-up gunfights where a lot of damage is going to be done. The question is, how many kills can you actually get, and can anyone step foot on the hill?
Maybe not. We might just sort of play TDM around the outside, see if anyone can get a streak maybe at this point in time. No one really looking too close to it, but I will say kudos to Gio there. He dived in for a moment before being eviscerated by Arsty's. Final 10 seconds of this hard point, and no one really walked away with a whole lot of time there. So we're going to say hello to what's called the Hookah Lounge, towards the top right of the map.
And maybe saying hello to a surprise Purge. He doesn't play the more typical contest spot. He's found his home deep in the back of the map, and the question is when he wants to strike. Getting active in the moment, gets the free kill on the hill, and his teammates win the gunfights as well. Still going to be the close spawns back cast here for Surge, but Purge making the heads-up play.
Surge can't deal with the sneaky Purge. He hits him with a big old surprise, and then he finds a few more out of it. Gio and Nero, the 2 O's, find their respective kills in the map, and that's going to be another big one for Nero, now 3 in a row. We saw what he did in the control game, and he's looking to do exactly the same here in the hard point. All Vegas, all Purge. What a play.
And you just got to get out of your spawn. You have right now an invasion hard point for Surge where they won the opening break, won every single rotation on the map, and right now down by about 40 points, and they're struggling just to get out of their spawn. Breggy's at least crossed, but you're still not getting any of this time. That was a beautiful hill there from Vegas. Credit to the rookie as well for the heads-up play, and Nero might have started slow, but he's on a 4 spree now.
Yeah, he did a great job of keeping those players from Surge deep in their spawn, no one getting out there. This dead silence is going to count to not a whole lot as that stun slows him down. Double back, are we going to hit a play? Are we going to do anything? We're going to slip slide, just sort of hope for the best at this point in time. Back to P1 we go, Chance, and not a tremendously high-scoring game either side.
Not even remotely close to being a high-scoring game. The game clock might absolutely come into effect, just like the Palace spawns are. Breggy spawns next to him, the unreadable, at least you get the trades. I'd say the scary thing for Surge is if they were ahead of the rotations, they're still losing the game. If Vegas actually get a setup on any hill, it could be scary hours as you are a map away from being eliminated.
And we're 1 kill away from looking at a cruise missile there. No hands this time from Attach as Arceus finds his. P1's looking solid so far. Seattle Surge learned the mistakes of the first go around. This time a little bit more productive. Problem, Nero is already in the new hardpoint. He's found himself a sweet corner, and he's nestled up for more than just the winter. He's looking for a two-piece, and he gets it.
This is the problem. Vegas finally able to be nice and secure on the rotations. Not a single palace spawn coming through. Everybody from Surge as far away as they could possibly be. And as soon as number 5 spawns up palace, every single player on Vegas knows it's guns forward.
Guns forward at the ready, lads. Drive. Push them back into the streets. That tank is immaculate cover. The hard point as well. Now the trophy's working overtime. You'd name it. It's all looking up for Vegas Legion. 40 seconds to go on the hard point. A Boozer with the opener. Is this enough to get his boys forward? It's Purge laying suppressive fire from the middle of the street, and Nero soaking away.
Yeah, keep your eyes open. It's been the longest time since he's taken a gunfight. By the time he gets one, the trades there coming through. Bresci right now a nuisance in squared, and if Surge can keep him pinned back in the map, it's their opportunity to win that rotation. You see Vegas, though, winning a couple key gunfights, and for Surge, delicate moment. You don't want to fall out and end up spawning towards Palace. They're going to chalk it up, rotate over, and Bresci picking up some massive kills along the way. Vegas, that is a very strong hold on P2, but back to showers we go. And for Surge, it was a decent hold last time. Once again, a full 60. You are right back in the game.
Very much so. Vegas Legion good looks on that last hard point, able to deny the spot for Surge, deny the climbing score, but it might amount to nothing here unless they can get the break. Geo, one building at a time, one window at a time as he creeps forward towards the hard point. He may have gone undetected. Now the jig is up and he's been pinched and taken care of. The defensive hold still working out for Seattle. The clock's still ticking in their favor.
Yeah, Geo hoping for a scam, but Surge right now looking clean on the Showers Hill. The trades are there as well. Nice little wall bang from Abuza, and Arcees, well, and gets to hang out next to his teammate, the A duo, getting it done. And they needed that one stronghold to get right back into the game. They do it perfectly, a near full 60, and almost tied up as we go in towards new. You got Vegas, though, fighting for these right side spawns. Nero always round blue. A delicate moment now in this game.
Here we go, Seattle. This is a huge turning point for you. A Boozer spree, the scoreline changing. Let's go for a quick listening with Seattle Surge.
One left feet, one deep left feet. Don't tank. Pushing left feet. We can see
foot. On the left is pushing, guys. I'm gonna reflip this.
Ice cream. Nero is ice cream, okay?
He was P3 guys on me.
Nero is ice cream.
He's in cafe.
I'm weak from mid-tank.
Okay.
Chris on me. Dead. I keep playing on the
Nero's ice cream pillar.
Yeah, I don't know where he is.
We got time. Very weak.
He's fucked with.
Joe, we got time.
He's fucked with. Leave this guy on the left.
I'm already here.
He's still back.
Joe, we got time.
Make sure we need back.
I got our left. I need help.
He's back.
Mid-tank it back.
Two ticks off. He's low on everybody.
Mid-tank as well.
ACD perk.
Don't do it with me.
ACD perk. He's like rails.
ACD 1 HP, bro. I'm pushing fast, bro.
No, back cafe.
He's gonna be cafe fast.
We gotta play aggressive on this.
Someone's behind.
He's in work.
Stop Palace playing streets.
He's in work, Jays, okay?
Yeah, one straight menu guys. Ask him PT.
He's dead. Bird was behind us, guys. Back gas, he's 1 HP. Okay, back gas 1 HP. Okay?
Dead.
I'm spawning out.
Back gas again?
Yeah, back gas. That's from P2. Yeah.
Pilar.
Block P2, bro. I don't know where they might be.
Gas on you.
I need help.
Yeah, I'm trying to go fast.
Dude, and back gas, top gas.
On time. That's him.
He died. Alright, still back gas.
Solid plays, maybe not enough in the feed though. It's again the scoreline for Vegas Legion. They are marching towards victory here. Can Seattle find the comeback?
They're reading these spawns, but this is just so tough. Invasion can get insane. They're trying to stay on point, but there's just not a whole lot you can do. Arcees trying to walk in with the MCW, but 2 players keeping them at bay. And again, Vegas, when they have the opportunity to hold, they make it look so clean. A near 80-point lead as we go back towards P1 and Surge. They got the left side spawns. This is what they want, but they need some more kills. You can see Nero already going on the flanks. Might just be here to pick you apart. Or Arcees continues to be heads up. Surge, the opportunity to stay alive, it's still here, but such a long way to go.
Very possible. Again, if you can hold on here at P1, you make your way over to the building site, no problem. You can hold that. You get down to the showers, you maybe even win the game. This is not over yet for Seattle Surge. Geo and Vegas now peeling them apart one player at a time with the approach to the hard point. 30 to go. They could win it here. It's got to be down to Abuza. He has got to go huge.
Those wins are massive, and maybe a player spawning out and Bredge can shoot some of these players in the back. Surge need a moment where they get a nice little wipe, and they get exactly that. 4 down. Vegas spawn on the right side of the map, and the opportunity is now here. They cannot lose on P1. They have the rotation of P2, but again, it's a couple things Surge have to do. Gonna take 2 hills back-to-back after this to win this game.
We'll see the resolve of Seattle Surge. This is a massive moment for them. Damn, Abuza's trophy doesn't save him a time. Bredge, oh my god, attach. What shots at range. Pressure now on towards the hard point. You've been forced out of it, Seattle Surge. Here comes the hit from Vegas.
Arcades wins the first one, trying to keep these players at bay. Nero spawns with 2 of his own, and Arcades is now the last man standing. Can't fight off the entire team. Vegas get the break, and now you beat them down.
Hold them in Bay and Ice Cream. Purge with the nades over the top. The last hit from Surge. It is done. It is sniffed out, and they have drowned. Vegas Legion continue their campaign through the Miami Major. And that's 3-1 victory they'll be happy with.
Getting it done in the respawns when they needed them most. I'm not kidding when I say that Skid Row might have been the deciding factor in this series. Vegas iced up in the map 1, and after that, the execution flawless. They were being out-rotated like crazy on Invasion in the first half, but as soon as they were able to get a setup on a couple key hills, they ran the score up and, again, never looked back.
No looking back whatsoever. Vegas, congratulations. Further into the tournament they go. We say goodbye. We say adieu to Seattle Surge. A solid run, a decent showing, but not quite enough to keep their tournament dreams alive here at the Miami Major. And Vegas, are they starting to believe, Chance? So a couple of things here or there they've certainly got to work on. Back to the drawing board for the entirety of that Seattle Surge roster. We'll see them again online in the build towards Major 3, but for now, great stuff out of Vegas.
Vegas looked good, man. Again, the performance that they had on the